the weaponization of religion has always been a detriment to people. And that's just my stance. Because the one thing that you're going to hear in this political cycle is people's religious convictions, whether they're pro-life or pro-choice. What we're seeing right now are people that are pro-life, and then they give their religious conviction, saying that if a person exercises their right for pro-choice, then all of a sudden, here come these demons. If you get an abortion, then you're making a covenant with a deity. And the crazy thing is that what I've pointed out is that these deities don't exist. It only exists to them. And the crazy thing is that they say that the people that are pro-choice and the political party that is pro-choice, that they have a cabal and a network of outlandish things. And the crazy part is that what I will say is that all you got to do is just do the research. Do the research and you will see that a lot of these Christian fundamentalists, Christian nationalists, Christian extremists, they get their information from QAnon. And that's the God knows truth. The revelation comes from QAnon. Because if you look at the one article, and I'm going to post it, if you go to that article, you will see it. And if you take and you do the reference and you take and look at what is in that article and look at what it said and look at what these prophets say, then you will see what I'm saying. So the one thing that I want you guys to understand, your choice will be forever yours. But like I said, it's people with their religious convictions. They rob people of their choices. They rob people from choosing. And the crazy thing is that they ain't in people's shoes. It's just their conviction. But at the end of the day, if the church will be the church, then you will be like the Good Samaritan. You will go to where they are. But see, it's people outside of the church that go to where the hurt is and pick them up and pour in the oil and the wine and pay it forward. But the church, with all that revelation, still ain't got nothing on racism. No reason why and no solution to get rid of. But that's just the prophetic office. And the crazy thing is that it grieves me when I see posts that talk about a political party or that talk about people that exercise pro-choice. So this is a battle in this election. It's Democrat and Republican. It's pro-choice, pro-life. But the one thing I will say is this: you don't know who's on the tape that's in the church, and they could be an influencer. But the one thing I will say is this: I've refuted a lot of things that they've said. I'm serious. I love taking Dan McKellen's information and using it to debunk a whole lot of the claims. But the one thing I'm going to tell you is this: that's what you get with Christianity. You get angels and demons. And they have all of this revelation on demons. But the one thing I'm going to tell you is this: to deconstruct from Christianity, you got to take back your power of agreement. You got to take back your power of agreement, because your agreement gave you the belief that gave you the manifestation. And then, the crazy part is some of the rituals and some of the things that Christianity does. It demonizes Africa and African spirituality, but it forgets about some of the rituals that it has, like communion. We're eating and drinking the blood of Christ every first Sunday. So, make it make sense. But the one thing that I will say is that a lot of you believe that if you stand up against this, that they can curse you, that they can this. Man, please, they can't do jack other than try to silence you. But even then, you still got to find a way to get the message out that you're not afraid, that you're taking back your power, that these people are false. Because at the end of the day, it might be real to them, but it doesn't have to be real to you. And you don't have to take what they say as gospel, because a lot of it isn't. Because, see, they operate outside the word. With all these prophecies, who is judging them? There is no spiritual protocol for people to just, infiltrate other people's lives and say, I'm trying to save. It amazes me how you could call yourself trying to save, but then take away a person's right to choose.
You cannot say you are pro-life when you vote against prenatal care for the mother. You cannot say you are pro-life when you vote against Head Start. Right. You cannot say you are pro-life when you do not want to expand Medicaid to keep hospitals open. You cannot say you are pro-life when you have OBGYNs who are not available in your state. You cannot say you are pro-life when you have black women who are dying at a higher rate during childbirth and you do nothing public policy-wise to fix it. You cannot say you are pro-life if you allow infant mortality rates to be sky high in areas where there are black and brown people. What that tells me is you are anti-abortion. You are not pro-life. Right. Because if you are pro-life, you care about the child in the womb and when the child is out. And if you are pro-life, you are standing there with black folks when their kids are killed by cops. You are not silent. So if you are pro-life, be pro-life from the womb to the tomb, but not just in the womb.